recipes and your gardening needs while sipping on Kentucky bourbon. You sit right back in your big red hat, we're taking rural back from the urban. Listen to the stories where Kentucky is proud, share the giggles with all of your friends. You all tuned in to Friends Drifting.
Hey y'all, it's Joyce with Friends Drift In. I'm at the Dollar Tree, and I have a confession to make. Before March of 2020, the only reason I ever entered the Dollar Tree was to get bags, birthday candles, holiday type little items for when we have special occasions. But I found that they've got a few really good deals in the food line and some that you might like to keep on your hand for everyday preparedness. So I'm going to shop around and show you some of the things that I usually get. What I'm going to do is get some today, but I'm also, when we get home to the barn, I'm going to show you some of the things that I pick up all the time. Here we go. Hey y'all, it's Joyce with Friends Drift In, and I'm back from my little haul at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is not a place that I usually shop, at least not before March of 2020, but I found out as I tried to be more economical and work within a budget that Dollar Tree has some really good things to offer. It's kind of a pick and choose. I still shop Food City for the bulk of my groceries and produce. Other than what, of course, we grow on the farm. But, you know, it's winter right now, so it's kind of the off season. We don't have a lot going on. So what do I pick up? Dollar Tree, for one, everything is $1. It's not like the other dollar stores. So it's $1, $1, $1, $1. You never have to guess how much you're paying or use an app. It's $1. One of the things that I think is a little bit of a splurge, but that I really enjoy, is the Perrier. Perrier, if you haven't had it, it's a carbonated mineral water. And if I get really run down, I feel like when I have the Perrier with a little bit of lemon in it, it just kind of lifts me up and makes me feel better and quicker, especially if you get a little dehydrated or you got a headache. I like getting the Perrier at the dollar store because this same exact bottle is significantly more expensive at Food City. So my favorite item every single time I go to the Dollar Tree is the Gosner's whole milk. Now, they have 2% or 1%. I'm not sure what the other percentages are, but I always get the whole because I struggle with my calcium. So this is shelf-stable milk. So right now, while it's winter, you know, we worry about power going out. I also worry about, you know, having snow on the ground. And, you know, the big joke around here is you got to run get bread and milk if there's a quarter of an inch of snow. So I've always got this extra milk besides what I have in the refrigerator. I don't think much of it for just drinking. It's not to my taste. But if it's cold or if it's semi-cold, and put on cereal, it is really good and very palatable. I like it, and I like that it's shelf stable and I don't have to worry about it going bad for a while. This particular one I bought a while back, and I always put my expiration dates on the top where I can read them. I wear bifocals, y'all. I can't see those little dates. So 7/21. When I went to the store today, the ones I put on the shelf, I think it was 1/22 was what the X date on those were. So they hang around a while. Lentils. Lentils are a little bit more expensive at my Food City than they are at Dollar Tree. So here you're getting 16 ounces, 1 pound. That's about 10 servings per bag. So that's 10 cents a bag, 10 cents a serving. This is jam-packed with protein. And it's really good. You can cook it like beans, but it's also good in soups. I'll be sharing some recipes with lentil as this channel progresses. Dollar Tree has a whole little line of dollar kitchen gadgets, and I can never have enough scissors, y'all. It's just like, I don't know, they disappear. the cat eats them or hides them. I don't know what happens, but it's $1 for a pair of scissors. I keep some of these in the car just to, if I'm trimming herbs when I'm down at the garden. I keep some in the kitchen. I keep some where I can coupon with them. So I've always got lots and lots of scissors. So these little dollar scissors I pick up, fairly frequently, so that I've got plenty. With it being winter, I'm going to tilt this up just a little bit. We don't think of grilling as much, but if the power goes out, we've got backup with the grill that we can cook. And while I've certainly got regular big rolls, commercial rolls of foil that I use for when we're in the commercial kitchen, these little pre-cut foil sheets are awesome to do, like little pouches, meal pouches. They're quick, they're easy, you can just throw them, they're not hard to carry out to the grill. We've got a whole box that we keep all of our grilling stuff in, so I always have some of these on hand, but just in case. I mean, it's great in the winter when there's an emergency and I have to cook outside, but it's also good, just convenient all summer long. It's not like there's an expiration date on foil sheets. Lighters are always a good thing to have on hand. During the winter particularly, I like having them because I have had my locks to my car freeze up. And of course you can just take a lighter and warm your key and then put the key in the lock, and that helps lock it, unloosen it. It's always good to start a fire. I don't smoke, but to start a fire, to warm things up a little bit. Can never have enough, to light a candle if the power goes out, what have you. Never have enough lighters on hand. They're easy, they're cheap. There's no excuse not to have them. Now, I am not a coffee person, but Charlie is. So I picked these up, these Nescafe Taster's Choice. I throw this in the camping box, that we've got a little extra because Charlie has to have his caffeine. Now, after I got this, I went on over to Food City. So you can see this has 6 packets. And the way I understand it, this is kind of packaged like a tea bag, maybe. I don't know. I haven't opened it up, and I'm not going to, but that's what I understood. Now, I went to Food City, and they had the Folgers, which is Charlie's favorite brand. And this is got it more like in little crystals, like what you would get with lemonade or that type of thing. And there's 7 in here. So for the money, I'm getting 1 more serving with the Folgers by going to Food City. And they're right next to each other, so I'm not wasting gas or doing anything crazy, running all over town. So you might consider that. But either way, these are great for those emergencies, those quickies, or if you're out camping. It's a light and easy to carry in a backpack. Placard's is something that is really good. It's just like dental floss, except it's a little more, for me, it's a little easier to manage. For $1, for 60, that's a real steal. They're significantly more expensive at other stores. So 60 for $1 is really good on that. Colgate, y'all, if you are paying for toothpaste, you're crazy. There's always coupons. Dollar Tree does take coupons. There's always coupons going around, and if you play your cards right and play the digital coupons and the regular coupons, you can usually get your Colgate or whatever toothpaste you use for little or nothing. So I always pick up Colgate if I've got a coupon, and I don't pay much for that. But if it was at the Dollar Tree and I paid full price, that's still just $1. So another good deal. The hand soap. Y'all, this one, you see it's got the pumper on it, but it didn't have when I bought it. It was just the hand soap, and I just moved a pumper from another one. Now, if you buy this with the pumper at Food City, it's significantly more expensive than if you just buy, like, basically what I would say is a refill at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree has these, of course, $1, and I'll show you what they're paying at Food City. Soft soap, I always pick up soft soap. I throw some of these in the truck for when I'm down on the farm. I keep these around in my guest bathroom. I have some just on backup in our own bathroom. But I like soft soap. I just like the way it cleans, and it's convenient, and doesn't make a mess on my basin like a bar of soap. Now, I like bars of soap, don't get me wrong, but I really like soft soap. Eye drops, y'all, I'm on the farm a lot, I'm cooking a lot, It seems like no matter what I do, I'm getting stuff in my eyes. And so having eye drops, you know, if it's hot and your eyes get dry, any of this is just a good thing to have on hand all the time. I have some in the kitchen, some in the bathroom, some in the car. Always wanted, the eyes are really important and you want to take care of them, and for $1 having multiple eye drops around is a good thing. No trip to the family or to Dollar Tree would be complete without these stacked candles, these vertical candles. For $1, you know, buy 5 or 6 of them, have them on hand, especially during the winter. You know, if the power goes out, you've got candles. I like them because they're in the glass. You see that? It's on the glass. So you get them in the glass, and you know they're less likely to make a mess with the melt of the wax, and they're also a little safer. I feel like if you tip them over, you probably won't burn the place down as quickly as you might. This may not have been a good deal in the fact that it's 11 ounces for $1. So sometimes I buy just because of the packaging. And I like to have a little bottle of Clorox in the back of the truck when I'm down at the farm. The USDA recommends that if you're using, if you're going from one field to another, that you should sanitize your shovels, your hose, whatever tools you're using. If you sanitize those tools, you're less likely to carry disease from one to another, especially in my area, it's always tomato blight. So having that Clorox on hand to be able, in the truck in a little bitty bottle, it's just convenient. So maybe not the best deal in the world, but a convenient deal. I pick these Jifs up all the time at Dollar Tree, but they did not have them this week. I don't know what the deal was, but I'm going to put them in there because I think they're the greatest little things. There's 3 cups in here of the creamy Jif peanut butter. You can also get, I've seen ones with the silk, which is chocolate, but having peanut butter in the truck, a little bit of protein is just awesome, and it's quick, it's easy. You don't have to open a full, you know, not carrying a full bottle, jar around. I really like these for hiking. I like these just to have in the car as a little snack. Beans. Y'all, I've mentioned many times that we are the bean nation. I like pinto beans. I like yellow-eyed beans. I like kidney beans. I like all kinds of beans. But these are cheaper than our regular store. Again, you get $1 for a pound. I don't know whether you can really make it out there, but it is a pound. But that's like 10 cents a serving when you're cooking these up. And black beans are very versatile. I like them with sweet potatoes on a sweet potato bed with red onions. I like them cooked in a soup with just throw in some tomatoes and peppers and onions. I love black beans, and black beans are really high in protein. So these are really good in an emergency. They're good all the time. We eat a lot of beans. Long grain rice. This is 32 ounces, y'all. 2 pounds for $1. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't use white rice as much as I use brown rice. Brown rice has got the hull on it. It's got the, you know, it's got a little more vitamins that are intact. But if I'm looking to throw some back for that rainy day, white rice is going to last longer and have a longer shelf life. So let's pan over here. These little mini crescents, this may have been a splurge. They had them 2 for 50 cents this week at Dollar Tree. And what I like about these, I'm going to take one and throw in. I always buy 2. When I buy most everything, I usually buy 2. I was just kind of topping off this week. But I bought 2 of these, 2 for 50 cents. I'll use one this week. I'm going to make some homemade pimento cheese with our pepper jam, our Friends Drift In pepper jam. And then I'll throw the other sack in the freezer for later. But I just think they're kind of cute. And about 3 o'clock, I get hungry, and I like a little bit of a snack. So having some, maybe I've just got a little bit of that English throwback, but I like to have a hot cup of tea and just a little something about 3 o'clock before we get ready for supper around 7. So that's my haul from the Dollar Tree. Go explore some of the places that you don't think about. It's hit and miss. Like I said, lentils, That's a really good deal. 10 servings for $1. Y'all, that's budget, and then if you prepare them right, you're eating like a king. The same goes with any of the dried beans. I particularly like the black beans. These cook up real creamy. You don't have to pre-soak them and brine them. These were really, really good. Comfort items, health items. You'd be surprised what you can find at the Dollar Tree. Y'all go check it out. This is Joyce signing out.